let's go back. Your dad, Paul, was affiliated for many years with the Washington's pro football team.
Since they moved to Washington. When they moved from Boston to Washington, my father was working for the Washington Post as a photographer. It was Times Herald then, and then he was covering the Redskins, and George Preston Marshall met him, asked him after they knew each other a little if he wanted to be the photographer, and he was the photographer since they were in Washington. He passed on about 10, 12 years ago, 20 years ago actually.
And his name was Nate Fine.
Yes, it was.
And he, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one that collected a couple of Super Bowl rings.
Yes, we do. Sean actually wore one to the first Oscars he went to.
Did
couple championship rings, couple Super Bowl rings.
Did his work in film and being a photographer, how much did that influence you to get in that line of business?
I actually hated it in the beginning because he had the camera in our faces, me and my sister, all the time. Condense it. I used to carry the bags up to the press box for him with the cameras, and one day he said, "Why don't you take my camera and go down to the field and make some pictures?" And I said, "Down where the players are?" And he said, "Yeah." I said, "I can go in the bench area?" He said, "Yeah." So I went down and made pictures, and I was 15. I was so excited to be down there, and then the following week my pictures were in the program book and my name was under it.
It was all over.
And I said, "This is where I'm going." and really, was quite blessed because it came natural to me because of my father. Composition just happened for me, and I know his eye passed on to me and on to Sean.
Well, I wanted to ask Sean. So, okay, so, Big Daddy Nate, you got Papa Dude, Paul. Tell us how, coming from that line, how did that influence and impact and affect you?
I mean, I'm all about tradition. I'm all about being from Washington. I mean, I think this is an amazing city, and I think it goes back to me from my grandparents. Both my sets of grandparents, my dad's parents and my mom's parents are from here, so I carry that everywhere. But the tradition, I always thought what my grandfather did was great and amazing. I grew up at RFK. I ran around. I remember my first game at 4 against the Giants. Unfortunately, we lost. I remember the stands rocking when we said we want Dallas.
Yeah.
I remember seeing my grandfather, this small old man in the showers with like Dave Butts and these giant football players,
Yeah.
That was huge to me. That was just what I grew up with. But then seeing my parents make documentaries, I was always in both of them, not just my dad, but my mom too, watching them work together and watching what they did and seeing how they affected people and how they changed the way people thought. It was really fascinating. And I was like, wow, I really like this. I loved photography. I wanted to try documentaries. And when I went to NYU for a semester, and I started trying to make films. And I remember working on one film for 72 hours and not sleeping, and finishing it and coming out of that room and thinking, this is the best thing I've ever done. I think they passed something on. It was the first time I was like, I think I got something from these guys, and I'm lucky, and I'm
really not adopted.
Yeah, no, totally, yeah. And I was like, I think I need to try and do this. And so that's what kind of pushed me to do that. I tried to. My parents, I never worked with them or for them until after we were married. I sometimes went with my dad and carried stuff, but I watched my mom edit, but it's really, the craft is there and the skills, but how you treat people is what they taught me, and what my grandparents taught me, both sets. It's how you treat other people. You listen to them. You treat them as human beings, especially in this day and age where everything is so fast and people don't care about people as much as I think they should.
Right.
And so to stop and sit down and listen and connect with someone, that's kind of what I feel is the thing they've taught me, and I hope I can pass that on to my boys as well.